cake today.
Wow.
Hi. She sings all the time, and she sings all the time because I tend to sing all the time. And sang to her a lot as a baby. Still a baby, aren't you? 4?
Oh,
really? Shall we introduce what we're doing today? We're going to make an... What are we making?
Walnut cake.
Apple walnut cake. It's the best cake. It's, well, my Nana's chocolate cake is the best one, officially. But this is the second best one. It's really, really good. And it's half healthy. We use... Oh yeah, that's your tea. We've got some cups of tea here.
I'm just putting it to cool it down.
So it does have some healthy things in it. We do use olive oil instead of any butters, and we use, well, apples obviously and walnuts and stuff like that. But it is a cake, so it will be sweet. We do a bit of a replacement. We've got some maple and a quarter of a cup of sugar. Most cake recipes tend to have a whole cup of sugar, I've noticed, and I never do that.
Yeah.
I used to love coming home from school and making a cake.
You see, we've got
Crazy.
our sugar here. We've got our sugar here.
All right, are you ready?
What this is. I don't know what this is.
Just some salt.
Yes. Salt, and of course we need maple to sweeten it. Because, you know, if you want a cake, you have to make something sweet. If you're a vegan cake without anything sweet, it might taste a little not quite right because you didn't use sweet.
Then it almost turns into like a loaf or a bread, doesn't it? Like banana bread. You can make sweet banana bread, which makes it more of a cake.
Yes, and here's
Or
some soda or something.
baking soda.
Baking soda?
No, baking powder.
Baking powder and some walnuts because obviously we need walnuts. What's this again? Oh yeah, maple syrup, olive oil, apple juice, of course, and flour.
Excellent, that is correct. All right, first thing we're going to do, would you like to trace around the edges?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to line the tray. I always do this bit first. I used to like this bit as a child, and now it annoys me, so I just get it over with. I don't know, just get it done fast. But she likes it, so I can have patience. That's it, watch out for your teeth.
Mine's on the big edge.
I'll do this side, because my hand's around here. Alright, very good.
I did this big corner accidentally.
No, that's fine.
Actually did a big corner.
Put your oven on. Put your oven on, make sure nothing's in it. Fix the trays.
Yeah, also,
My oven needs a clean, so forgive me if you can see it.
and before you watch this video, make sure to like and subscribe, please.
Thank you. That's good. Yes, please do, because we're on a big mission. We've got a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 15-year plan. So we need some help from you guys to make it happen. 170, put it on to 170, and that will heat up as we do the rest. I'm going to do the scissors, the cutting. Ocean's really good at cutting actually. She's got her own little children's scissors, and she does all her own crafts and different things, don't you? Love you.
I love you too.
All right. Oh. Right. You can play with that for a bit. Do you want a pencil?
Yeah.
There you go. Drawing is always a winner. Well, I think so anyway. I used to run after school care years ago, for years. So I used to coach. So I used to do after school care from 2:30 onwards because I was the coordinator, so I'd get it all ready and all that sort of thing. And then finish that at 6:30 and go straight down to the gym and coach till about 9:30 or 9:30 depending on the classes. And so for the after school care, you're always setting up activities, and you set up a few different activities because the children don't always want to do the same things, do they? You know, some only want to go out on the playground and play around no matter what the weather. But the other ones that always know what they want to do are the drawers and the colourers. They just love to sit there and draw and colour. I don't know what children are like these days. Maybe it's not. I guess it's the same. I guess it's the same. All children would want to sit and colour. I don't think they'd be allowed tablets at school, would they, children? I guess they all probably have it on their school list nowadays. I don't know. I'm trying to cut off all the pencil. Alright, that'll do. Now, grab your spray bottle of olive oil. Don't use the other ones. This is a much better, all you're getting is the olive oil here, and you can choose your own Choose your own.
I'm
Actually,
trying to do mountains and stairs.
mountains and stairs.
Yes. I'm trying to do things I like on here.
I try not to spray it over the floor or the bench because it's the worst. It gets so slippery if it gets on the floor. So sort of do it out of the way or over a tea towel or something. Don't do too much, just spray the edges mainly. A little bit on the bottom. Would you like to put this in?
I would. I've never done that before. You might have to move this.
There we go. Alright. I think we should get on to peeling the little apples.
So
Usually I use one apple.
Place.
Oh, that's okay.
Oops, apples.
That's okay. Now we'll
The
just
apple tongue
put it
twist.
aside.
I'm going to do the apple tongue twist.
Oh, the game where you twist it and you do the alphabet. A, B, C, D, D. I always get D. A, B, C, D, D. Do you know what we're doing? We're doing that game, primary school game, where you twist it and the letter is the name of your future husband. So silly. We used to love doing all those things.
Now you know my ABC.
So it's just not coming off, but she's gone through the whole alphabet.
Oh, I didn't get it on.
Alright.
Can't do it. It hurts my finger.
Yeah. So usually I use just sort of one medium to large apple in the cake, and then the other apple is for the top. But today, these apples are pretty small, so I'm going to peel all 4 of them, and we'll just see how we go. If we have a bit too much, we'll just eat it. Yes?
So we're going to have some. Mum is going to make some little cupcakes out of the batch for me too, because you know I love cupcakes.
Ocean's requested, could she please have a couple of little cupcakes out of the mixture? So they'll cook heaps quicker. No wonder you couldn't get that one off, it's too small. But we'll do a couple of them. We've got 2 different sizes there. We'll just do. We'll see how we go.
We've got these 2. They're purple and white. White inside, you know, have to be white because then you know which is the cupcake part. And if they're the same colour, you think the paper is the cake.
They're the same colour.
Yeah, they're the same colour. I'm just talking about colours because you know, like, yeah.
Do you know, Ocean, that mostly when you do make cupcakes, you put them in, so they're called patty pans, and you use 2 because the oils from the cake sort of seep into the paper, and they change the colour of it, they make it look funny, so you use 2.
Mum,
Yeah.
I can help chop some apples.
Well, I haven't got your special knife yet. We need to do it. Not right now, darling. I don't want you chopping the apples today without your proper knife, please. Okay, there will be lots to do. Would you be able to chop some walnuts for me, please?
Yes.
We're planning on getting her a proper knife, and I haven't gotten it yet, so I have to get organised. Alright, you chop a few of these. I'll do the rest in a minute. Do you remember what they're shaped like?
No.
Little brains.
Oh.
But you have to put 2 together to make it work.
Oh.
See?
Nice.
Does it look like a brain? A little bit. No? So I'm making this today because Ocean's requested it for a few days. So we're gonna make it, and it'll also be handy for Dad's lunches and those non-stop requests for what can I eat now? That can be like, have a piece of cake. I'm always like, have a banana, and she doesn't like bananas, or she'll eat them sometimes. She's not a big fan. With Jaguar, the rule for getting out of bed was, and it worked fine because she liked bananas. So it would be, you know, if you want to get up. So she would do this rotation, and she was a really good sleeper. But then as she got older, she sort of wanted to stay up and have fun with me and do stuff. But so she would get up to be a rotation of going to the toilet, just getting a drink of water, and I'm hungry, and so the banana was the go-to. I would always say, well, you can get up and have something to eat, but it has to be a banana. Just to avoid those requests for just to stay up late. They're eating because they want to stay up late, not because they're hungry. Yeah, good girl. Oh, that's all right. Doing good. I'm going to get a knife for these.
Chop them in the middle too, Mum.
All right. No, that's really, really good.
If you're going to chop some of these,
All right. Actually, that's the wrong knife. I'll use the other
I
knife.
want a little taste of apple.
You can have
I
some.
love apple.
You can have some apple, darling. What I'm going to do is tip this out.
Yeah, because they're scraps. Cook them to the possums if you like.
Oh yeah, I should have. They do like apple skin, you're right. So we give our scraps to the possum because we haven't got a compost going at the moment. And oh yeah, tea. Have a cup of tea. Have you got a cup of tea? Pause the video, go put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, okay? We're having raspberry and rose petal tea today. It's nice. Pretty good?
The possum's name, we call her this, Patricia.
We've got a possum. Well, have you seen her lately?
No.
I don't think it's not the same possum in the tree. We've got a possum that lives in our tree out the front. Sometimes there's two. And we've got another possum that we sometimes put off, hands away from the
Not to me.
Scare me to bits.
No.
And sometimes we'll put like fruit scraps. Just don't put your hands in a knife, please. On the back step, like in a bowl or a plate, on a plate or something. And Patricia, the possum, comes. We don't even know if it's the same possum. Do you reckon it's the same? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is. So with the apples, I'm just going to cut them up into little crescents, or here we go. My little eating machine. Jackie was the same. You grow so fast. You need lots of fuel. I'll put another one here just so your hands don't come across. So yeah, Patricia. Yeah. So if you're from overseas, I'm in Australia, so we're in Australia, as you can tell from our voices, I imagine. And if you visited here and you've heard a possum at night, okay, you can have another one, but could I finish my possum story? Okay. I want to know what you thought when you first heard them go at night. If you just feel wet, what you thought. Because I always have this vision of people from overseas coming and staying in like a hotel room or an Airbnb or something, and then all of a sudden there's this boom, boom, boom on the roof, crash, 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 and then there's outside, because that's what they sound like, and they're harmless. I mean, don't touch one. Don't. They're not like cats.
I always hear the bar in bed.
Yeah. I just imagine if you didn't know what it was, it might freak you out
I
a
saw
little
a
bit.
possum once through my window.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have fairy lights outside the tree, didn't we? Outside, they got a bit wrecked eventually. We took them down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I saw when I was in America? There were these I can't think. Tell me what sound skunks make. I don't know. We might have been outside anyway and just saw them running up the tree. I can only remember it a little bit. But I remember thinking, oh, okay, they have skunks, we have possums. I don't know. I was in Sunland in LA. My favourite part of being in America is a bit weird, actually. I liked falling asleep and you could hear the coyotes in the mountain. And I just thought, that's really nice. I don't know, I like that. They lived not too far from I don't know why we didn't go any bushwalks. I don't know why we didn't go any bushwalks if we live so close to there. I don't know, it's a long time ago. Well, it's 19 years ago, 20 years ago. Wow, is it that long? 2004. Time flies. Time flies, don't waste any time. I'll be an old lady in no time. Are you going to look after me? Please. Oh, but you'll be an old lady too, so it's okay. Well, not really. But my grandma and great-grandma Gargi, she lived to 102, which is awesome. And yeah, she still put sugar in her tea and things like that. I don't know. She lived by herself till she was 100 and looked after her own house and had her own garden. And I remember having chickens, I think, and things like that. I never met my great-grandpa, because he would have passed away before me. Yeah, but she kept going, and then she lived to 102, but my grandma and pa, they were out there with her because they got old too, so they were out in the same area with little flats and one of those little sort of those little villages that they have for people. Okay, we're making a cake, so we should talk about cake. What are we up to? I have my recipe here. I know I've made it 100 times, but I haven't memorized it. When we put the oven on, put it on to 170. So just always do that first. And when you do cook it, it's going to take an hour. So just prepare, lay 2 hours aside to do this pretty much. Mom, hour and a half really.
You already said that time when we started the video.
Well, then I'll edit it out. Yeah?
And that out.
Are you my director? Oh, no, more like boss or something.
I am the bossing around.
You are the bossy boots, that's for sure.
No, you're the bossy boots.
You're the bossy boots.
No, you're the bossy boots.
She loves to be a bossy boots, but
No, Mum wants to be a bossy boots.
that's because I'm the boss, so it's right. Okay, we've done our apples, we've done our tray.
We've done our walnuts.
Okay, we're going to do all the dry ingredients in one bowl first, and then we're going to do all the wet ingredients. Thank you for doing these ones. Do you want to eat some apple cores by any chance?
Yeah.
You do? Apple cores are pretty good for you. So, eat those seeds. Eat those seeds. Or save them and grow some trees. So should we take all our organic apple seeds and take them to Grandma's and plant apple trees everywhere? She'd love that.
Yeah.
She probably would actually. She'd probably say, oh yes, we can do that in the dark down paddock or the, I don't know what she calls the different areas. Yeah. I love where Mum lives, but it's away from the beach, and that doesn't suit me very well.
Go cut bits off, it's okay.
She's a beach person too though, so I don't know.
Kind of bits off it are okay. That we can eat.
Alright. Still be careful with that knife though, okay? It does bend a bit, I reckon. So with your walnuts, you can keep them kind of chunky, and that's nice. Like, don't do them too fine. If you do them just sort of roughly, you'll get a bit of both. And it's really nice. Alright. That might do. Actually, we'll need this again, won't we? I'm going to get the sieve from somewhere down here. Flying away. Would you be able to tip the flour in? Now remember, we want to tip low. Whoop. Sit.
Yeah. Speaking about apples flying, always carrots. Most of the time, carrot skins fly off when Mum's peeling.
When you're peeling the carrots and they go. So give that a sift. A sieve? A sift. Sift. I used to be so good at English, but sometimes I don't know. All right, now the raw sugar won't really go through. Just do your best. Could you concentrate on what we're doing? Could you tip the salt in, please, into here?
I think we might need to sprinkle it. No, it's fine. Like this?
Yes, baking powder. So I'm using self-raising flour. You don't necessarily have to use the baking powder. The original, so this is from an original recipe from about 20 years ago, and I've changed about 6 things in it. So it's my recipe now. But the original used plain flour and the baking powder. But I just find I prefer to use the self-raising, and then I just add a little bit more. So I've done a quarter of a teaspoon. Now the raw sugar won't go through. Just dip it in. All right. So yeah, you can use the plain flour and put the baking soda in. Just work out your ratios. But this is how I like to do it. So that's how we're doing it today. All right. Did you have something you wanted to say, Ocean?
Oh yeah. So these patty pans, as we call them, they're really colourful, and I like the purple and blue because I also like pink. But I mainly like purple and blue because they look the same. And we've got green here, the colour green, and white dots on them. Yeah, like ladybird dots. Yeah, mostly they do have white dots, ladybirds.
They do. We're going to mix in all the wet stuff, the liquidy kind of things.
Yep.
So we'll start with, let's just get our milk. So it's half a cup of milk. Obviously we don't use real milk. You use whatever you like. They're all pretty different, so check your ingredients for hidden nasties and things like that, because there's a lot of like, now they talk about things being greenwashed. It's the same with vegan food and health food. Not just all your soaps and shampoos and stuff like that. Right, we'll just put that over there for now.
So get your seed out of the apples, and if you like,
Maple?
and if you want, or just plant them. Only if you have space to like put them in your garden.
Yeah, well you can start apple trees in little pots.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know.
But just when they grow, it's
Then you
harder.
need some room.
Yeah, it needs room, and more space is
Maple. Sean puts it in his coffee. I don't do that.
Yum, 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 yum. I want maple to drink.
To drink? No. No, this is olive oil. Would you like to pour it in? Careful. Go slow, Ocean. She goes so fast, and I don't like things splashing around.
What do you do?
Vanilla?
Yes.
Just use a teaspoon. You could use twice as much. It'd be nice.
Thought this
Vanilla's
was
nice.
maple. Thought
Use
the vanilla was maple.
Use the pods if you can. I don't do it because it's so expensive, but I want to do it. Sorry. I will learn. I will learn. Alrighty. Now, let's give that a little stir. Well, yeah, but we're going to mix it all together.
Yeah.
We'll just check. My hair goes everywhere. That's why I'm always like... Okay. Olive oil, yes. Maple syrup, yes. Quarter of a cup of sugar, yes. Vanilla. Our egg replacer. Alright, we have to do the no egg. Alright, so we're going to do our egg replacer. You can use different things. Look it up. We've got all our liquids in. I'm going to use a bought egg replacer specifically for cakes and stuff like that. Oh, not again. She's always tired by the time we get around to doing videos. Got to do videos at 8 in the morning or something. I don't know how. So other things you can use though, bananas, applesauce, look it up, there's a few different things. Flaxseed, hemp, no you can't use hemp seed. Yeah, look it up, this is what we're using today. Alright, so I've already mixed it up, this one, it's
Mom,
it's like a starch, it's just helping to get the right consistency. Oh, it's hard to film with children. If you're a filmmaker, because I'm sure filmmakers are watching this, tell me what it's like to work with children. You have to have the utmost patience and a nice tone of voice. Oh, and all these sorts of things. Okay, could you get off the bench, please? So, I'm going to give it a bit of a whisk. Mine are off.
Can I whisk it?
Not yet. Because I need to start it.
You didn't even get to do any mixing.
We haven't done the mixing yet. We haven't mixed them together yet. That's the bit you do usually.
Oh.
She usually helps me with different cooking things. It depends on her mood, depends on what we're making, depends on how much time I have. Sometimes I want to do it really quickly. Depends what's going on. But I really, I try and get Ocean involved all the time. Even when she was a baby. Okay, give that a go. Just hold there. Let's move this one out of the way. It's a bit messy. Okey-dokey. This one's ready really, but I'm going to put the walnuts into the dry. And half the apples. Oh, our cinnamon. Must not forget the cinnamon or it's not going to taste the same. Put half your apples in. That's about half. We can chop another one if we need to. Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon.
Yeah, so when we speak about this cake, when we did the chocolate apple chocolate things.
Are you getting confused?
Yeah, the chocolate cake for my birthday. Well, actually, when we were making like chocolatey things, I used to list it like those little, list makers. Those little makers that, look like this.
Oh, okay. She's talking about licking the egg beaters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaspoon of cinnamon. You'll need a bit of cinnamon for the top as well. Some of the recipes say glaze these cakes with melted butter and tons of extra cinnamon and sugar and stuff like that. I don't do that. I just do the apple and the cinnamon. Tastes great and it's less of what you don't want,
Yeah,
Too much of.
The flour and the cinnamon will dry until like puffy. Will sometimes puff up in the air if you're not careful enough.
They do. The flour.
Yeah.
Would you like to pour this in here now? Let's move this out of the way. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, please, because it's just so messy otherwise. Now, you want to put your hand on the other side and pour it in? All right, mix both. Mix it all together. Nice and slow.
I like it too.
In a sec.
We always have to finish with the taste.
The test taste. She loves, well, yeah, because you get to eat it. I did make one, I almost never would throw anything out that I've made because it always works. And then I did make something recently that didn't work. What was it? I put something different in it. I think I used like coconut sugar or something I had in the cupboard, and I was like, I'll use this, and it was horrible. Can't think what it was, but anyway, the birds got that. It's probably not very good for the birds, is it? No. Oh well, it's done now. All right, this is all mixing in. Give you a go. Let's pull this over. Stuck. Okay, remember, hand on here.
It tastes great.
Tastes great. Oh, you want it? It smells great. I'm going to go through my list again because there's nothing worse. If you leave one ingredient out of a cake, it most likely will not work. Okay, so olive oil, yes. Maple syrup, yes. Raw sugar, yes. Vanilla, egg replacer, 2 apples, well, 1, and there's the other one. Self-raising flour, cinnamon, baking powder, salt, milk, walnuts. We've done it. Awesome. All right, cool. So we need our tray.
Oh, before taste.
You want to taste it like this. You don't have to do a taste before, but I'm sure if you have a little ocean in your house, you'll
I can't taste. Yummy.
She's already had lots of healthy food today.
Another taste?
No, because we need to make our stuff. So what we're gonna do?
Yum!
Yum. Success. You happy?
It's never made.
She gives the biggest hugs and the biggest kisses. Yep. No. I almost pulled a muscle in my shoulder then. Trying to stop her eating the. Oh, sorry. Okay, fix it. It's like a circus here. Can we make it?
I want to taste.
Now you need to choose. Do you want one of each colour?
I want all of them.
I've never used this recipe for cupcakes. I don't know if these are going to work. We'll put them on a different level because yeah, they'll cook quicker. So
We'll have one every day.
one every day.
And if we
Pretty sure you're going to eat all 3 today if I let you.
No, I won't eat one every day. Like every
This cake, you could dress this cake up for a birthday if you wanted to. Just leave that before me,
Yum,
please.
yum, yum.
Are you giving me weird looks? I'm trying to concentrate. sometimes I've noticed, like, because obviously you have to edit your own videos, unless you have an editor, one day. And you see Sal, because you have to, and I see her trying to get my attention, and I'm like concentrating, trying to remember what I'm talking about, or like this. And she's giving me these weird looks. Would you like a big hug and a kiss? Or you just give me a weird look? Are you doing your acting thing? She's an actress. Aren't you? Alright, you can have this to lick. Hold that quick, it's going to drip. Yeah, but just lean on, there's some paper. Lean over it. I'm constantly trying to stop messes occur, and it's obviously that's impossible. No. No, we have to put it in the actual container. Oh, tea, I need some tea. Did you make your tea before? Did you? If not, do it now. Pause and go and make some tea. Alright.
Spread the cake clear.
Now, I'm going to need a spatula. I need to get a new one. This one's a bit... Oh no, I suppose it works, so that's okay.
Spread the cake mix, spread the cake mix, spread the cake mix. I love mini cupcakes.
They should be nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long they'll take to cook. Probably not that long. Well, this cake is, especially with the maple, like you've got more liquid in there, so it takes a while. So you need to test it at 1 hour. That's what I do.
This cake won't last for very long because I will eat lots of cake.
You might.
I eat one piece today.
Okay.
Clap up and say your hands. Clap, clap. Clap.
Apples. You should have saved half your apples. So basically you just want to put them on top. I'll show you. You can, but I want to do them a certain way. So I'm doing 2 rows. That one's a bit thick. I'm doing 2 rows, like 1 row there and 1 row there.
Okay, I get it.
Alright, so there you go.
Okay.
Those ones. Just put them in a line. No, other way. They've got to go that way. See how they face that way? I just put them in 2 lines facing the same sort of way. Looks pretty. Looks good enough. I can hear noises outside. I'm always worried about when the meter guys, they come to check the gas and everything. And you have to leave your gate open, and I hate that. Yeah, the gas, oh my gosh. So the last time we saw the gas guy, second last time, had my blinds up because it's daytime. You got your windows open and whatever, and it's your backyard, so you don't remember that some stranger might be there. And I'm holding her on a chair, breastfeeding her, and yeah, that was funny. Oh well. He didn't say anything, but he's got it. I just laughed when he came back. He said sorry because he went past the window again, and then he goes, "Oh, sorry." And I go, "It's okay. You've got a really good story to tell your friends now." I don't know if it's a good story, but anyway, bit of a laugh. Cinnamon.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ocean?
Oh, and I also, it's really funny because another time the guy came through on the doorstep, and he keeps thinking we have a dog.
Oh yeah, they have on their little. We don't have a dog. We love one, but we don't have one. And repeatedly for nearly 3 years, they continually write to us about our dog that we don't have. And I'm at the point of saying, can you please show us a photo of this dog? Because I would love to feed it and pat it and look after it, but it doesn't exist. And yeah, the other day, like a week ago, a guy knocks on the door and we're like, who's this? Is it a postie? And he's like, I'm just wondering if you've got your dog locked up or it's inside. And I'm like, I don't have a dog. Anyway, don't have a dog. I've written to them 100 times. I've got cinnamon all over my hands. I can't hold you. I got cinnamon. Ocean's taken to screaming all the time and I hate it. I'm fine with the word hate, by the way, if it's appropriately used, because all it means is intensely dislike. It's not a rude word. Use it. Use it sparingly and appropriately. So yeah, I hate it when she screams because my ears ring and it just annoys me. Have your children young? So you don't have old lady whinges about this sort of thing. Okay, we'll just pop these in here. You got to pick it up from both sides and then just pop it. Okay, so we've done everything really, we just have to cook it. So put your little ones, if you've done little ones. I don't know if these are going to work. I'm going to have to, I don't know, get them out pretty early, I reckon.
Hooray!
So pop it in, 170, set your timer for 60 minutes. We'll try that. All right, let's smooth these. Okay, come up, ready? Okay, kiss. All right, love you. Okay, so we're going to be back in an hour. Okay, see you soon.
Bye! I want to be in that cake.
Okay, Ocean's singing. We've just taken the cake out. And it looks really nice. It hasn't risen a lot. I reckon maybe even use a bit more baking soda possibly. It turns out a little bit different every time.
Taste test.
Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Alright, so it looks really pretty. It's really nice. It was in there for the 1 hour. Yeah, just do it according to your stove. Your stove might be different. So what I do is I get it out and I leave it in the tray on the chopping board for about 10 minutes. Or I don't time it. And come back when you're ready and get a knife first. Go around it with the knife. Leave it there for a little bit. Once it's cooled down a tiny bit, it's much easier to get out. Otherwise it could break and be a bit too fragile. All right, so it looks good. Now, her little cupcakes, we did them for half an hour. A little bit, rock cakes were they? She's eaten 2. We only made, what, 3?
Yeah.
And we've saved 1, save that.
I want either.
No, you just had 2. You can have some of this one. So we're not going to do the taste test right now because we'll do it in our reel, okay? All right, but it looks really, really, really nice and it smells good.
Smell it, you guys.
Smell it, you guys.
Yeah, smell this, you guys, and go up.
Okay, so give it a go next time you want to make a cake. If you're having someone over or you just want some extra stuff for lunches and snacks and desserts or whatever, it works really well with plain yogurt or vanilla yogurt as well. Like I buy the coconut ones sometimes. I do need to learn to make yogurt. Mum used to do that. Grandma used to do that a while ago. Make yogurt. All right, we're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let us know if you give it a go. It's really, really yummy. Okay?
Yeah. Bye!